Hello, this is Radishhead, and welcome back to another episode of Game Dev Tycoon. Last time we set out our challenge, which is to get a perfect score somehow on one of our games. That is a 10, 10, 10, 10 by all the reviewers, and we released a few of our first games. But yes, the last game that we released last episode was Formula 2, which received quite a lot of new records for our company. So I'm hoping for good things here. 7, beautiful. I think that's our first 7 by Star Games there. And followed by an 8, love it, Informed Gamer. Another 8, Racing and Simulation is a great combination. And a 9, one of the best by All Games. Wow. Wow, this game I think is going to make us some serious cash. Which we need it to do because we wanted to make our own custom. Look at that! Oh yes, 92k. Gonna make 100k, 125k. This is great. Okay, we could even research a steering wheel for future racing games, but I think Formula 2 is going to be a big one. We're going to make sequels to that game eventually. But before that, let's make our own custom engine because we needed 120k, which we have now. So, game engine. Let's call it. Well, you know, there's the Unreal Engine, but there is now the Totally Real Engine. Okay, here we go. Oh, the TES has been released. Oh, gamepad technology has just come out. We need to make a new engine sometime to actually put the gamepad in there as well, which is annoying. But never mind. Okay, so Formula 2 is still selling well. We've got over 300 fans now. Man, if I had that many fans on YouTube, I would just collapse in my seat. Formula 2 is off the market. It sold 26k units, generating 186,000 in sales. And the Totally Real Engine is done. Yes, we'll use it in a game now. So what have we got? After the fail that was our space RPG, I sort of want to try out a fantasy RPG, but we don't have the research for it yet. So let's do that first. Let's research fantasy. Just checking it out. He's just sort of writing down what does a fantasy thing look like, and then he's figured it out. Eureka! He now knows how to make fantasy games. So let's do that. Develop. Click topic. Fantasy. RPG. Ooh, we don't want to develop for the TES just yet. Although it is outselling a G64 by quite a margin. We'll make a different game on the TES because we need the license cost and the dev cost to do that, which is a bit of a mess. So, well, Final Fantasy? No, definitely not. First Fantasy, because this is our first fantasy game, and hopefully it's going to do well. Of course, we're going to use the Totally Real Engine. Here we go. Using our brand new 2D graphics V2. Okay, story and quests, get that up there. Engine, get that about there. Gameplay, get that about there. Because we want this to be all about the story. We're going to go into debt slightly to make this game, but it'll be worth it. Hopefully, as long as the reviews come in well, otherwise we may be bankrupting ourselves. We can go up to 50k, that's right. If you go below 50k, the bank loans you some money, but they ask for quite big, they ask for some big money in return later on, so I try to avoid that where I can. Okay, here we go. Fantasy. I'll get out of the way, research game history bar. Here we go. So researching. I think all those things are pretty important. Let's put mono sound on there, just put us a little bit more in debt. But you know, we've got to have the best game we can. Otherwise, what's the point of being a famous game designer who lives in a basement? That is the dream. basement designing. Not actually designing basements, but designing from a basement. Okay, here we go. Joystick technology. Okay, here we go. Hoping for good reviews. I see some big numbers there. 8, very enjoyable. Another 8, very good by Informed Gamer. This could be our best game yet. 8, played it for days. And finally, a 7, nice experience by all games. Okay, so First Fantasy looks like it's going to be doing pretty well. Definitely going to pay off all that money that we went into debt for. So I think we should research gamepad technology. Ooh, that puts us into minus 50k, but only for a second, so the bank didn't have to freak out on us. We've researched gamepad. Great. We'll have to make a new engine later on with that part in it, unfortunately. So we may as well research steering wheel as well, so when we do make a new engine we can have steering wheel technology. Oh wow, look at this, it's been a surprise hit. I'm not surprised, it's a brilliant game. Wow, the TES is doing really well apparently. We may have to incorporate that into our next game. Research steering wheel. Now, is there a new topic that we can make? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to click. Research topic. Let's do a pirate game. No, that doesn't sound that great. Sci-fi? No, pirate. Yes, pirates. Why did I not say that sounded good? That sounds great. I love the music in this game. Okay, so now we have our own pirate possibilities, which we'll use now. It's going to be a pirate adventure on the TES, obviously. Ooh, 80k for the license. We've got to make some serious cash on this console. Silly Ninvento and their high licensing costs. They get ridiculous later on, you'll see. Now, let me think. I'm still recording this in the first sort of session, so I haven't actually uploaded the first one yet. So I haven't seen any of your suggestions, so I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just saying. Pirate Adventure. What should I call it? I don't know. Yo-ho. Yo-ho ahoy. Uh-huh. There we go. 2D graphics. It's going to be great. I'm just trying to think for a real pirate adventure game that exists. It's got to be all about the gameplay engine. So it's still quite important for an adventure game, I think. But it's got to look good as well. First Fantasy made us $266,000. Presumably we're dealing in dollars here. Level design, artificial intelligence. Actually, it's not specified, so let's make it pounds. We're going to be in Britain. We're going to be the greatest British company ever. Pirate Adventure. Well, Adventure's got a good world design, sound, graphics, all that's important. And we barely avoided going to debt. Oh, then the monthly costs come in, of course. You've got to pay for your rent and stuff as well, you see. Fixing that bug. Oh, I see. Now we can research target audience. So if we think that this game might be best suited for a younger gamer, for example, then we can improve sales and reviews by doing that accordingly. Wow, this game looks like it may have been quite a success. And the first reviews for Yo-Ho Ahoy are just about to come in, but I'm going to leave you on that for now. Next episode we're going to find out how Yo-Ho Ahoy did, and yeah, we're going to continue with our game making journey. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to post any suggestions that you may have for future games that I can make in the comments, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.